This video is on basic WROL defense. What I mean by basic is you're just getting into it. This is not an end-all be-all of what you need or what I think you should have as far as defensive tools, but rather an intro. How do you start? Where do you start? First off, first aid kit. That may seem a little odd, but if you're going to own guns, you need to have a first aid kit. Accidents happen. It's unfortunate, and we train to avoid accidents, but every year a lot of people get hurt with guns. So get yourself a kit, dedicate it to your firearms, build it with that in mind. Put it with your guns, keep it with your guns. If your guns go to the range, it goes to the range. Just keep it with the guns. Check out USN ER Doc and Wrangler Barn. They've got some really good videos on first aid kits. USN ER Doc in particular, he's really qualified for this sort of thing, and he's got some just excellent videos out there. So get one of these or build one of these and get it in your house with your weapons. A lot of people get caught up on caliber and types and what they need, what they don't need. You need to ask yourself, do I have what it takes to defend myself? There's a lot of ways to defend yourself. There's a lot of defensive tools out there. There's pepper spray, there's tasers, there's batons, there's knives, there's firearms. You need to figure out, one, what are you willing to do to defend yourself? And then what do you need to defend yourself and your loved ones? These defensive tools, also known as firearms, are kind of where I'd start if you are new to the firearm industry and, you know, self-defense kind of arena. First one here is a 22, then a shotgun, 12-gauge shotgun, and then this is a 9mm pistol. 22 is one of my favorite guns. It doesn't have a lot of stopping power. It's a limited caliber, obviously. A lot of people say, you know, it's good for plinking, maybe shooting squirrels, but that's about it. I disagree. They're cheap to shoot, and anybody can shoot them. Not only that, but while they have limited stopping power, they still have stopping power. You can still kill somebody with a 22, and you can definitely injure them with a 22. You can injure them bad. These guns, this is a Ruger 1022, and you know they cost $200 to $250. I mean, you can pay more than that if you want to get exotic with them, but they're really cheap guns. The ammunition for them, just like this 22 ammunition here, is really cheap. 525 rounds. I paid, I think, 16 bucks for that. You can stockpile thousands and thousands of rounds of 22 for very little money. I mean, 5,000 rounds for what, 160 bucks? That's amazing. That makes it a top pick in my opinion for your first gun. Easy to shoot, great to learn on, cheap to shoot. I mean, just WROL. Yeah, I'd rather have a more powerful gun, but I'd rather have this gun and 10,000 bullets than a really nice AR-15 and only 500 bullets, because that's all I could afford. And you'll buy this gun in 10,000 rounds for a whole lot less than you'll buy just the AR for. The next gun I have here is this one's I think it's a Winchester, I'm not sure. The owner of this was nice enough to let me use this gun and for this video. But this gun, it kind of represents shotguns in general. You don't need to get a defensive shotgun or a short-barreled shotgun or anything like that. You can get them with pistol grips, all sorts of crazy stuff. But a shotgun is an excellent home defense weapon. They're relatively cheap to shoot. Like, this is just birdshot, 7.5 birdshot here, and that's not very good for defense. But nobody wants to get hit with birdshot. I mean, close range, that will mess you up. That will kill a person very easily in close range. Buckshot, that will do a lot more damage. The other thing about a shotgun is that there's a lot of versatility in ammunition. Birdshot, buckshot, slugs, sandbags. You can get darts. You can get all sorts of crazy rounds. That's versatility. I love versatility. In a bad situation, options and versatility are always good. Brings us to the last gun here. This is a handgun. This is actually a Springfield Armory, but it just, again, it just kind of represents a type rather than a particular firearm. A lot of people get kind of stuck on handguns, and they want to get a handgun, and that's kind of what they focus on. Oh man, I want a handgun, and they end up buying a handgun first. There's nothing wrong with that, but you need to recognize that they're expensive and they're limited. You can buy both of these guns and a bunch of ammunition for the cost of this single gun. You can obviously buy cheap handguns, but don't waste your money. I quit buying cheap handguns a long time ago. The owner of this particular firearm also quit buying cheap handguns a long time ago, because both of us, we'd kind of gone that route at one point, and they're not accurate, they jam, they just don't work well. It just becomes a waste of your money. Buy a Glock, buy a Springfield, buy an an HK, or a Smith & Wesson, or a SIG, or something like that. Buy a quality gun, because otherwise you're not going to be happy with it. You can also buy wheel guns. You can get some good deals on wheel guns sometimes. I'm not really a big fan of wheel guns. They're good weapons, there's nothing wrong with them, but I like the versatility of a semi-automatic with a removable magazine, and you can just, it gives you a lot more options again. Handgun ammunition, what caliber? I have a lot of people ask me that too. A lot of my friends ask me that. And what caliber do you shoot? No, man, what should I be shooting? What should I get? I recommend people get a 9mm, and I think, yeah, it's a 9mm. Most of the guys I know shoot either a 9mm or a 40 S&W. This box of 9mm I got on sale for $9, and I've got both 40 and 9. I think the 40 is a superior round, but does this have enough stopping power? Well, a lot of people say no, but the military uses it extensively. It's basically all they use as far as handgun ammunition, and it seems to work for them. You can get more rounds in your magazine usually. You can shoot a lot more for a lot less. Man, I just say get a 9, at least to start with. If you want to get something bigger and badder later on, go for it. But I'd rather have the ability to shoot more for less than have the extra stopping power. Quite frankly, if you know how to shoot your gun, 9 should get the job done. That's just my thoughts. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this gives you some ideas. And yeah, thanks for watching. Stay safe and get ready.